People from as young as 15 years are benefiting from the program.
You have young people in the world making money at ages of 11, 12 and being millionaires. So why can't we in the region be 15 and be multi-millionaires? You don't need an age of consent to do that. If you have a good idea, if you have the confidence in yourself, if you have the training, and if you feel that you can make money and make a difference for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your country, for the region, we want to support that.
Business planning, we do the financial components, the budgeting and accounting. We do conflict resolutions because naturally some of them would have some pent-up anger. So we're trying our best to meet them where they're at and try to bring them into something that's more warm than leaving them out in the cold.
Tahira Noel is the Grenada SIBO trainer. She is also Grenada's CARICOM Youth Ambassador. She believes this regional initiative is just the kind of push young people need to propel their small businesses forward.
I would advise everybody to get into SIBO. You see, SIBO is, we have small business opportunities in Grenada, but it's not CARICOM wise. But with SIBO, whatever you obtain from here can be used in other countries, since that SIBO is recognized in other countries. And it's not only that, it's not only how to start and operate a business, how to do a business plan, how to go about saving, how about to distinguish between my profit and my salary as an entrepreneur. So it teaches you not just the basic but the inside, how to go about selling, promotion, everything that you need to know, and not just, there's a difference between an entrepreneur and a hustler. So entrepreneurship shows you the basic and the fundamentals of operating and carrying out business activities.
The Keith Mitchell administration has repeatedly preached the importance of small businesses as a key element in any economy, especially government's thrust for a new economy. Head of the Business Development Unit at the Grenada Development Bank, Alistair Bain, supports this notion.
Culturally, we have been taught to get an education in order to get a job from someone else. And I think the time has come for us to see ourselves as employers. And that is why the efforts are being made to have persons explore their entrepreneurial ability and become employers, become self-employed, as against waiting on someone to create it for you.
The Grenada Development Bank has a special fund set up to assist young entrepreneurs like those under the SIBO program.
We have the Small Business Development Fund, which was launched in September. We have seen in excess of 500 applications under that program. We have approved loans in excess of $1.2 million. In fact, before the end of the week, I am quite certain there will be over $1.5 million in loans approved under the Small Business Development Fund. There is also the GYEI program that is run by the Ministry of Youth, but is administered through the Grenada Development Bank. And there are a number of other initiatives. MAREP is coming on with some programs. What is important now is for us to synchronize all these programs so as to maximize the reach to the population.
A one-week training course was held with young local entrepreneurs who already believe the SIBO program has done them a world of good.
We had information that I didn't know about, I got to learn about, and we had leaflets and pamphlets that would help us guide after this program will be finished and long gone. And it will be an asset to us based on all that we did and all the practical and theory that we had. I think it will do us a good one.
And so far, I would be able now to go out there and help the younger ones and people who are interested in small business.
By the training program, I learned a lot about how to manage a business and learn more about how to be a businessman. And I think it's a very good experience.
They give us a lot of pointers that we need to improve on, things that we need to do, things we need to sell our stuff and sell our business, and the way we should sell our stuff and the proper way we should sell our business. So people will always come to us and approach us more, so that it was good.
Reporting for State of Affairs, I am Abigail McIntyre.
This is the Grenadian reality. This is our current state of affairs.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds. Minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Concerns continue in Grenada about a shift in consumption pattern from local food to imported refined products. In fact, the preference by some to consume processed food is being linked to non-communicable diseases, which have been the cause of death for many in the last 30 years. In an effort to combat this trend, agricultural officials have been promoting the benefits of eating local, especially our root crops. The point of healthy eating was driven home during the 3rd annual Root Crop Festival. Raul Titus attended.
Yams, dasheen, tanya, all part of a root crop pie made by Clinton Franklin from Shantymal St. Patrick's, which turned out to be a big hit at the 3rd Root Crop Festival.
Raisins, sweet milk, pumpkin, saffron, dasheens, the turning yams, sweet milk, coconut milk, and raisins, and a lot of love. Yeah? Straight from Shantymal, St. Patrick, food frenzy.
This official from the Chinese Agricultural Mission could not get enough of it.
The taste is very good. Sweet, and the gentleman talked to me that is everything is very natural and very healthy. So taste is good. I like it.
This visitor to the stalls got a taste but wanted more.
It tastes good. Yeah, sure.
Would you like to eat more?
I need peas to go with.
And this local boy was pleased with the health value of Clinton's pie.
Different types of yam put together, so I'm going to try it and see how it goes now. Smells good. And it also tastes good.
But there were also root crops and other products from root crops on display. Enter the Nero family, major producers of cassava, son Michael Nero.
Well, everybody should know this. This is what they call bang bang, right? You eat it just like that. You can drink tea, everything, right? As they say, all make out of cassava. This is cassava pone. Use the cassava flour. Just like rope, like they say, puddings.
And Papa Nero wanted to get in his 2 cents.
Melon, pumpkin, potato, cassava, and other things like peas.
Paula Bell also showcased her root crop-based products.
The majority of them here are root crop-based. So we have a carrot and fig soap. Yes, this is carrot and fig soap. The carrot and fig soap, it nourishes your face and body. Okay? We have a cayenne and ginger soap. And the cayenne and ginger soap, it relieves sore muscles and it helps with eczema. Okay? We have beetroot and lilac, and that gives you back your iron and some of your vitamins, so you get flawless skin.
Scores of visitors swamped the Carenage to sample, purchase, or just mingle, including these 2 visitors from England.
I don't know, cassava bread.
Cassava bread.
And something pizza. It was lovely.
Philip Monroe. You enjoyed it?
Beautiful.
Have you had it before?
No, never.
Okay, so you had cassava bread for the first time?
Yes.
Okay, did you have it as well?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was lovely.
Okay, apparently
There are lots of root crops here, so they're trying to promote root crops.
Okay.
Yams and cassavas and all that sort of thing. What do you think about that idea?
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea. This is fabulous. Lovely.
It's very good if you can be sustainable, so the island is sustainable in terms of its food.
Officials and health experts say root crops are high in fiber, nutrients, and low in calories. The reason these underground crops are becoming the center of attraction once more.
On issues related to root crops, the dietary side of it, and the health side of it. So with the hope that persons will understand.
The Marketing and National Importing Board is reporting an increase in root crop production.
We can export more and gain more foreign exchange for the country, and of course we can consume more for our local products. So we can see more improvements, but we have seen improvements in root crop production.
The MNIB chair says he is confident the festival will encourage more Grenadians to return to root crops.
So programs like these, co-sponsored by the Marketing Board and the Ministry of Agriculture, could only be done to increase consumption and production and increase appetite locally. So we can see an increase in the trends going forward.
Amid mounting concerns about our food consumption pattern, officials are moving very quickly. It is the reason they are organizing for the third time this Root Crop Festival. The idea is to promote the consumption of our local produce, particularly root crops, from yam to dasheen to cassava. The idea is to reduce the number of us who are dying from non-communicable diseases because of our consumption patterns.
So this festival is extremely important in re-emphasizing the importance of a diet that has local foods. Our root crops are grown here, they are processed here, and we need to really take advantage of that and replace that in our diet. Currently, we see that we have a shift in the way that we eat here in Grenada. We have progressed towards a very highly imported, refined, processed diet. And a lot of the processed foods in our diet have the nutrients that our root crops have, such as complex carbohydrates, potassium, all of the minerals like calcium, iron, zinc, copper, magnesium. They're very rich in our vitamins, which we all really need for our immune system and for the health of our cells. And when we get that from an imported food, it's not in the same nutritional value.
State of Affairs ran into Kenroy Daniel, who has constructed a cassava mill that can be used to process all root crops. He says it has been a hit and retails at $3,500 EC dollars.
This is a grater that grate almost any root crop. You need to be great potato, cassavas, well mainly cassavas because that is what run in this place is. Coconut, anything to grate, you name it, they're going to grate it for you. This is a softer material which you could be around food and kind of stuff, you know. This is what we call zinc. It's a soft material, but it's a strong material. It will not decay and rotten on you like that. And then I use all to do the frame of it, I use galvanized tubing. Right? I use galvanized tubing to do the frame of it because galvanized tubing is something that doesn't really rust fast, yeah? So it will stand up much better. Right? This is our end product here. Right? This is what you get. Right? Zero wastage, you get no wastage.
Yeah. That's simple.
Yeah, that's simple.
This is the third year of the Root Crop Festival, and organizers say the event is growing in stature, perhaps with some help from our visitors as well.
Are we allowed to take photographs?
Oh, yes.
It's not disrespectful?
No, it's not disrespectful. You can take your photograph and go back to England with them and show everybody in England.
Yeah, we will do.
And that's our picture this week from the home front. That is our current state of affairs. As we speak, our reporters and producers are gathering more stories from across Grenada. We'll be back here next week to tell them. I am Tahira Natalie Carter.